you're planning to marry a Filipina, you should pick someone who has a good family background. You can definitely determine that they're like uneducated, no manners, trashy behavior, with a squatter-like attitude.
Alright, okay, I've seen a lot of reactions about this video that we just watched, and I'm just gonna let these people rant on her or rant on that specific video. But for me, I thought what she was talking about was a good topic. I've seen a lot of blogs and articles about why should you marry Filipino women, and to me it sounded like we're trying to promote them like goods or products just so we can sell them out in marriage. I mean, I don't know if it's just for me not having belief in marriage, but I think the better question to be asked here is, why should you love Filipino women? That for me is a better statement. What are so lovable about the Filipino women, right? Let's try to state some facts here. So the Philippines tourism industry is booming, not just because of the obvious beauty of our nature, but also, foreigners come here in the Philippines to kind of shop for Filipino women. I mean, I'm not trying to judge any one of you who want to come here, but if you're here for the latter, please take note of these reasons why you should love Filipina women. Alright, first reason for me, of course, I cannot elaborate more on this, but the Filipino beauty is exceptional.
And naturally, Filipinas are very beautiful looking women, and that's a big draw card for many men, their beauty.
I mean, majority of Filipino men go for like the fair-skinned, mestiza looking women. The Westerns or the blacks or the white people wanted like a change of pace, so they go for someone who they don't usually see in their own country. Some people call it the exotic beauty, which the Filipinas stand out on. Now, since the Philippines have been colonized by a number of other nationalities, the Filipinos have a mix of physical features which makes them interesting, attractive, and irresistible for some. Our second reason for me is Filipinos are natural entertainers. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed that in every international talent shows you will never miss Filipino people showcasing their talent. I mean, not just to show off, but they would always perform pieces that gives standing ovations. So if you love Filipinas, imagine your home having like world-class entertainment every day for free. Well, not all the time, of course, which brings me to my third point. So the Filipinos don't just know how to entertain, but they're also very responsible and caring people. They actually make the best moms in the world, I believe. One of the traits of the Filipinos are having close family ties. Like even after you get married, they still live with their parents. I mean, not because they're lazy to live on their own, but they still want to make sure that they're able to grace their parents and their siblings with their blessings. And it is already a nature for Filipinos to care for their loved ones, even without them asking for it. And Filipino women, you can leave your house every day and expect that all the chores are done, so you can just come home after work, relax with your dinner ready. Okay, let me play this video again for you.
If you're planning to marry a Filipina, you should pick someone who has a good family background. You can definitely determine that they're like uneducated, no manners, trashy behavior, with a squatter-like attitude. That's the kind of person that you don't wanna marry.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam, but I don't believe anything that you actually have said. You may be lucky to get an education, but it should not be a requirement for love or what you so-call marriage. Anyway, you will be surprised that Filipinos, even without them completing their education, they are able to handle your money well. I mean, try giving her $100 and you will be surprised and amazed on how many things she can buy out of it. Like, more than what you can expect.
I would suggest for a good communication who can speak good English.
And, you know, Filipinos are great communicators. Some think that Filipino accent is cute, but, you know, regardless, the Philippines is part of the top 10 countries who use the English language well. Take note of that. Last and final point, Filipino women are loyal and submissive. Okay, let me elaborate on that.
Qualities of a Filipina that attract the men are number one, loyalty. They have a very loving nature, so once they're in that relationship with you and you've built on that relationship, they'll give you lots of love. They'll look after you very well. You'll always feel loved. You never feel alone.
Filipinas are naturally strong women, but are brought up to be submissive to their partners. So you see, Philippines don't have divorce, so they know how to value relationships. Even at times when things get rocky, they're not the kind of people who gives up right away. I mean, they will try to exhaust everything to be able to save the relationship or the marriage, even to the extent that they have nothing already. We call them martyrs. So for me, these are the top 5 reasons why you should love Filipino women. And please take note that these are all general pieces of information, so it doesn't apply to all Filipinas. I'm sure you've heard a lot of stories where foreigners got scammed by Filipino women. So it is always advisable to take extra cautions. And finally, I'm pretty sure that the statements that I gave you right now are not all. If you think you know something that I missed on this video, please drop them in the comments below so people can read through them. Let's try to let them know why the Filipinos are so lovable. Okay. Alright, if you reached this part of the video, thank you so much for staying with me. If you think this makes sense and if you think this information is worth sharing to your friend or to anyone you know who needs it, please do hit the like button, share if it's not too much to ask, and you may also subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.
And they're also very nurturing, so they'll nurture you as well. They'll look after you. They will want to please their man. They'll want to, they'll give you a massage, whatever, to make you feel good if you're stressed, all this sort of stuff. They love to do that. They love to cook for their man to make sure he's looked after well. They take pride in doing that.